Now there are two of them.
If you've ever seen me at a war, you know I like to wear bright and colorful fun shirts while I'm nerfing. Not only does it give a much more friendly appearance than full tack gear, but it does help separate us from the mill simmers and all that, which is important for anyone playing in a public venue like a park. That's why I'm happy to announce that this video is sponsored by clothing brand Into the AM. Into the AM is a clothing brand specializing in high quality garments featuring styles and designs you can't get anywhere else. All of the shirts and other garments offered by Into the AM are made of very high quality and comfortable materials that have plenty of stretch for being active, which is a very important thing if you're going to be running around shooting blasters all day. And I mean it when I say these shirts are comfortable. I've been wearing these shirts all week doing chores around the house, doing drills and filming everything outside, as well as just working on blasters, and they are quite nice. One thing I do recommend is checking out the sizing chart on the site and checking it against a shirt you already have and is comfortable to you, because these garments are more slim fit. So for someone like me with a larger trunk, that means I had to go up a size from my usual 1X to a 2X. If you are interested in checking out Into the AM and getting any of their awesome designs, be sure to use my link in the description and pinned comment down below, and be sure to use code VALOR at checkout for 10% off your order. And if you get a bundle using my link and code, you save even more. Big thanks to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. What's good, everybody? My name is Valor, and welcome back to the Armory. And today, could you say I have a litter of Meowsers? I think that's what I'm gonna go with. But yes, this is the latest Flycore blaster from OldFusion Designs, and this is actually using the straight Flycore as opposed to the angled one of the quick pistol. And as you can see, it is a very versatile little thing. You got the flywheel, the world core here with the brass wheels and revamps. You got a Hurricane one with the standard black Hurricane wheels, and I think these are Honey Badgers, and it still performs quite well. And the Band Blaster's Banshee setup in the DL44 configuration one I have here. And I would just want to create this video to coincide with the final release of the Meowser itself on OldFusion Designs Etsy, because there's no better time really. And now that it's all finalized, I can put the link down in the description below to where you can get the files for this blaster as well as the straight Flycore, which the Meowser itself is a paid file, but the Flycore is a free file on OldFusion Designs GitHub, which is very nice considering he could have easily charged for the Flycore files, but he wanted people to be able to design around the Flycore, you know, print a Flycore and slap into another blaster, that sort of thing. And I feel this blaster will be a lot more popular than the Quick because you don't have to invest in angled Talons or Nightingale mags. You can just use straight Talon magazines, which the 10-round Talon magazines do tend to stick in the mag wall because of the lettering on the side. As you'll see here, it doesn't want to gravity drop, you kind of have to fling it. Straight Talon, the standard Talons, however, drop free, no problem. And the same goes for Tachi magazines. And let's bring back the 10-round magazine, because that just looks proper with such a small pistol. I mean, everyone loves the Meowser C96 to begin with, so having this as a sort of platform, like say you're into historical lore or that sort of thing, or you want to be Han Solo, which it's kind of wide with the Band Blaster's cage, but it is what it is. It still looks the part, which if you're wondering, these parts can be commuted over to any of the other configurations for this blaster. I just have it on this blaster because it was what the commissioner wanted. The Meowser is designed to work with the same batteries as Nightingale or the Quick or whatever, just a simple XT30. You could probably fit an XT60 in here, but XT30 is more compact. I've seen some people fit up to a Tattoo 850 in here, and that seems to work quite well for them. And it's just a simple thumb screw. And for these blasters, I designed my own custom thumb screw for this, just to give a little bit extra grip, and just so you can actually color match it to whatever blaster. The files for this are in my my Patreon Discord, by the way, for the thumb screw. You will need a M3 screw of whatever length you need, and a brass insert from the Gecko, the slightly narrower ones. So that is something to keep in mind, but yeah, overall, it is a very fun blaster. Being such a configurable blaster, there are loads of different FPS marks and dart per second marks and stuff you can hit with this thing, just down to all of the stuff. There is a spreadsheet that has loads of different tested configurations and stuff, but my favorite, personally, has to be the Fly of the World with the brass wheels. even though Band Blasters hits 200 FPS, which is nuts for a pistol of this size, you know, remove this orange tip and replace it with a shorter one, and you have a super compact 200 FPS pistol that is full auto, no less. And that just makes for some very, very fun possibilities in terms of your loadouts and stuff. But yeah, let's load up and let's get outside. And I think today we're going to take out the Fly With The World one, just because I like that one a lot. Man, I am enjoying this fall weather. Anyway, we are at the usual sort of 30 feet away, you know, 10 meters, something like that. Gonna aim at the tree with the sign on it, and I do have everything loaded up with the red darts this time, just the Dart Zone Max darts you can find at Target nowadays. Using the Fly With The World Meowser snub version just to reduce any sort of barrel drag. And yeah, we're gonna take some shots at it and see how accurate it is. Not bad so far. I mean, it is a flywheeler, so I'm getting, you know, a little bit of horizontal spread and stuff, but overall it's not bad. And keep in mind, the muzzle on this blaster is quite wide open. Overall, not a bad performance for such a little blaster. Accuracy is very dependent on wheel balance and all that, so with something like the Band Blaster set, you should get quite good accuracy. But even without any sort of really tight guide on the end of the cage here, it does perform quite well. I'd like to think the performance speaks for itself. These are great little blasters, and all of that is in part due to the fly core system itself. Obviously, the ergonomics of the Meowser is very good, based on the broom handle C96, and I was not expecting getting almost 150 from this blaster right here using those max darts. That makes this a very compelling option for someone who wants to be able to compete against someone using, say, a Nexus or a Striker or whatever from Dart Zone. Something this small, like, take notes, Dart Zone. You can make something very powerful but very compact. The Mark III is great, but it is quite large, it's quite bulky. Let me know what you think of these things down in the comments below, and be sure to let me know what you think of the Flycore system as a whole. Are you going to build something with the Flycore now that there's a straight Talon version, or were you fine with the angled Talon version, or whatever? And again, if you're interested in the, like, are you going to build the DL44, because I think that is a very fun little kit for this thing. It does kind of bring it away from being a firearms replica and more into the prop dimension, which I enjoy, especially with that giant orange tip. And again, thank you to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. If you're interested in getting some really nice shirts and jackets and everything else, be sure to use the link down below and use code VALOR when you check out for 10% off. And a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters who are scrolling on the screen right now. I would not be able to do this without you. Your support each month makes it so I can keep going with all this, and I don't have to look for something else to do. Like, I honestly don't think I could go back to a regular job, because I enjoy making things for YouTube. I enjoy making blasters, building blasters, you know, interacting with the community in that way. And it's thanks to you that I'm able to do all this. And if you've gotten this far, thank you for your support. Your continued support is always helpful for me, because again, just like the Patreon support, it does help me continue on, because I do get a little bit of that AdSense money. And as I continue here on YouTube, I'm hoping I can make my channel grow even more to help my channel grow and help the hobby as a whole grow. I have a video coming real soon on a topic that just popped up recently that I think is very interesting, and I think you'll want to stay tuned to that. So be sure to get subscribed, be sure to ring the bell, set to all notifications. Again, thank you to you, the patrons, and Into the AM. My name is Valor. Thanks for watching.